It's time for episode 7, and this time we're talking about relaxation. So, why is it important to relax? Seems like kind of a silly question, but you know what? It is important. Because stress, it's a natural response. If you're not feeling stress while you're going through cancer treatment, well, that's a good reason to talk to your doctor. It's okay to not feel stress in any particular moment, but overall, it is stressful when we don't feel like we have control over what's happening. In fact, when people think about back over their treatment, people often will describe the most stressful times as being that period of time between the time they got the phone call from radiology saying, "We found something," to the time when their doctor says, "We got this, here's the plan." The other time people feel anxious is at the end of treatment when they've spent all this time devoted to getting well and they've met all these really good, caring providers, and then it's over and you don't know what's going to happen next. That's an episode all in of itself. But right now, it's important to remember that stress is normal, it's natural, and it comes from the fact that we don't feel like we have a lot of control over what's happening. But stress is also an important thing to manage because it does make it harder for our body to heal, whether it's a wound from surgery or just affecting all the things going on inside us. Stress can lower our immune system, and a big part of cancer treatment these days is boosting your immune function. Stress can make it hard to pay attention to new information, and that's why it's sometimes harder to remember, as you may remember from our earlier episode on chemo brain. And stress can make us cranky with our loved ones. That's not just about cancer treatment, but it's especially true even with cancer treatment. So, one of the basic ways to get back some control is to focus on something that's right within your reach. And there's very little that's as much in your reach as your breathing. Literally, it's inside you. You may have heard a lot about breathing relaxation techniques and meditation and other techniques, and a lot of people feel kind of overwhelmed. They've never done it before. It sounds kind of touchy-feely and a little weird, and it's not really their style. And that's totally fine. We get it. You don't have to become a Zen master to get through cancer treatment. One simple way, a basic technique for relaxing your body is to do something which I just call blow out your birthday candles. Now, you may not have had that many birthdays, no matter how old you are, but you probably had more than 2, and so you know what it's like to blow out your birthday candles. In fact, if you can feel your breath on your fingers when you hold your hand out at arm's length, you're going to be able to have that feeling of blowing out your birthday candles. Blow out through your pursed lips like you're blowing out the candles, and you can feel your air way at the end of your hand. If you repeat this 3 or 4 or 5 times, that's basically all it takes. Here's why. When you blow out, you empty out all the stale air that's in your lungs. One of the things that happens when we get tense is we don't breathe so deeply. We don't expel all the air that's in our lungs. That's just normal. Part of the way our brain is wired is that when we're stressed out, our muscles tense up. Our body gets ready to either run away or confront some villain. That's what they all call the fight or flight response. You may have heard about that in the news or in popular press. One of the things that happens if we're that way on a kind of a chronic basis is that you don't breathe as deeply, and that has all sorts of effects. When you blow out all that stale air, well, something automatically happens. You don't have to practice this. You don't have to get good at it. Your body will automatically breathe in the same amount you breathe out. So when you get more oxygen into your lungs, the oxygen gets attached to the red blood cells. And that's the whole purpose of the lungs, is to get oxygen into your body. And when you have more oxygen in your blood, it sends a signal to your brain to open up the blood vessels, like the arteries and the veins. They relax, they get wider. And if the blood vessels are wider, you're going to feel like you have more blood flow going out to your fingers and your toes. You may feel warmer in your hands and your feet than you might otherwise. If your blood vessels are wider and more open, then your heart doesn't have to pump as hard to get the blood up to your head or down to your feet and back up again. So your heart doesn't have to pump as hard. And if your muscles are getting more oxygen and nutrients and the blood's flowing more easily throughout your arms and legs, your muscles are going to relax because they're well fed. We all relax when we're well fed, even our muscles. If you want to add to that, I will say that regarding the physical stuff, that's automatic. It's baked into our DNA. And if you just give yourself the 3 or 4 or 5 breaths, everything you see on this slide is going to happen. If you add to that, focusing on the breathing, that means in your mind's eye, feel or think and focus on the air coming in through your nose or in through your mouth if it's hard to breathe through your nose, and feel and pay attention to your chest expanding as your lungs fill up with air, and then feel your stomach clench and your chest contract and your breath come blowing out your mouth. Just like on a cold day, you can see your breath when you blow outside. And if you focus on that breathing cycle, just the air coming in and the air going out, what you'll find is that your mind calms, your mind focuses. And that's something that is good, because if your mind is focused on the breathing, it's not focused on everything else. And that's something that, especially when at night, when you're having trouble sleeping, or you're in a doctor's office waiting for your test results, or you're on the way to the lab for the 128th millionth time or whatever, or you're in the radiation suite lying down on the table, if you can clear your mind and focus on one thing, then your body will relax and you'll feel calmer. It's kind of helpful to think about you just blowing away all the distracting thoughts every time you blow out those birthday candles. Each time you breathe in, you're breathing in more calm and relaxation. We'll talk about this in a real example in a minute. And then finally, if your body is relaxed because your blood vessels are more wide open and your heart's not pounding and your muscles are feeling more well fed, and you're focusing your mind on the one thing that you have control over, your breath, then emotionally you're going to feel more relaxed and at ease. You're going to feel more calm and focused. And as we remember from the very first episode, the physical is the most important, followed by the mental, and the emotional sits on top. If all three are feeling calm and relaxed, then you're going to be calm and relaxed. And your body's going to respond well to the treatment, and you're going to get through it as well as possible. So what are the good things about relaxation? Well, it can be done anytime, any place. Blowing out your birthday candles, you don't have to get into a new outfit. You don't have to get a quiet room. You don't have to tell everyone to shut up and don't go anywhere. You really just have to breathe out. And like I said, you can do that while you're in a doctor's office. You can do that while you're in the waiting room. You can do that while you're in traffic. You can do that while you're trying to sleep at night. It can be done anytime, anywhere. It often can be done as often as necessary. And this is one of the differences and the real benefits, as opposed to taking medications for anxiety or sleep or whatever. If you take a medication and then wake up half an hour later, you're really not supposed to take another one, because you don't want to take too many other bits, as opposed to taking medications for anxiety or sleep or whatever. If you take a medication and then wake up half an hour later, you're really not supposed to take another one, because you don't want to take too many, otherwise your body won't respond well. But if you lay down in bed and you practice this effort of just blowing out your birthday candles and focusing as I just described, and then you wake up an hour later, you can do it again. In fact, we recommend you keep breathing. Breathing is highly related to health. People who don't breathe at all, they don't feel so well. It's also important to know that the breathing exercise and how it affects you, that is naturally how your body works. Your body is built to do this. And it has been since our ancestors were living with lions and tigers and bears. Oh my. So this is an important part of it. What are the downsides of relaxation breathing? I can't think of any. It takes time, I guess, and practice. And at first you may feel a little silly, but you'll get over that because you know how well it works. And that comes pretty quickly. These are some resources online, and these are websites that you can go to give you more information and other links to other relaxation opportunities. And these can be provided to you in print as well. There are also applications that you can get on your phone that you can download from any of the app stores for the Apple or Android system. And these are also useful. You can carry these around with you if it helps to have a guided meditation or other things. Most of them are free. Some may cost money after a few uses. There's actually, if you go on the application store in either of the Apple or the Android system, there's many free ones. So we recommend you try one, and if you like it, that's awesome. If you don't like it, erase it and try a different one. It really is one of those funny things where it's kind of like what's right for you is right for you. It may not be right for anybody else. So I now want to do a little practice. You can try this, and if you like it, that's great. If it doesn't work for you, like I said before, there are lots of other guided meditations or visualization exercises. Visualization is basically a technique where you picture something that is calm and peaceful, like a place or a situation that's, that's calm and peaceful to you. And when you think about that, it makes your body feel calmer and relaxed. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little progressive relaxation exercise so you can practice and see what it feels like. So the next floor slides are examples of what to look at while you're listening to the audio. You can also just close your eyes and picture your own scene that's calm and peaceful to you. So the audio portion will begin in about a minute. Like I said, there are lots of different pictures and lots of different images. So don't worry about any one of these images. If you don't like the images you see, you can just turn off the visual and listen to the audio. One of the things that I want you to do now, if you can, wherever you're watching this, is to try to get into a comfortable position in your chair or your bed. By comfortable, I mean try not to cross your legs or hold your head or your body in any particular position. Just allow it to sit comfortably in the chair or bed that you're in. Once you're ready, I want you to picture the scene that's in front of you or a scene that you prefer, and just listen as we go through the following exercise. I want you to start by just blowing out your birthday candles like we described before. Nice, long, slow, deep breath out, followed by a nice, long, slow, deep breath in. Nice, long, slow, deep breath out, followed by a nice, long, slow, deep breath in. Each time you breathe in, I want you to feel that warm air filling your lungs. And Each time you breathe out, you can feel that stress begin to melt away. Each time you breathe in, your body will feel more relaxed. Each time you breathe out, your body's going to feel less stressed. While you're doing this, you may hear other sounds. Sounds in your environment, sounds in the background. It's okay. Let those sounds just pass you by like clouds in the sky. Your mind is clear and steady. The thoughts, they just go away. They may come back, or other thoughts may come back, but you just let them float through the sky. Again, with your breathing in, more warm relaxation, and breathing out, less stress. If you can imagine the top of your head and feeling that warm relaxation coming in, as it warms you up, you can feel the tension begin to melt. And it's melting away from the top of your head. And you can feel the drip of stress roll down, rolling away. Melting away that stress with each warm breath in, blowing that stress away with each breath out. As you breathe in, nice, long, slow, deep breaths, you'll feel that tension melting past your eyebrows, past your nose, past your ears. Breathing in, your warm head relaxes. The stress melting away. Now, breathing in, the warm relaxation helps the melting of that stress away from your neck and down to your shoulders. Your throat feels warm and relaxed. The top of your back feels warm and relaxed. Your breathing now is warm and regular. It's calm and in and out, warm and relaxing. The stress is melting away off your shoulders, off your upper back, and down off your chest. You can feel it dripping away onto the floor below you and evaporating. The stress is no longer in your head. It's no longer in your shoulders. It's melting away off your upper arm. You can feel your upper arms feel more warm and relaxed. You can feel your back, your solid back, now relaxing and feeling the weight of your body into the chair or the bed that you're sitting in. You're feeling warm and relaxed as your breathing continues to bring more calm, warm relaxation in. And you feel the blowing out of the stress and the worries as they melt away. Continuing that breathing pattern helps you feel more warm as you now feel the warmth coursing down through your abdomen and your stomach, the sides of your chest. Your mid and low back are now warm because you've breathed in so much calm and you've breathed out so much stress. Deep, long, slow, deep breaths, warm and relaxing, calm and reassuring. Your body is under control. Your body is feeling warm and relaxed from the top of your head down past your ears and your nose and your neck, down past your throat and your shoulders and your chest, warm and relaxed in your sides, your stomach, and your low back. Your warmth can now continue to melt the stress as it goes down to your hips, your pelvis, and your backside. Warming and relaxing now, going down through your thighs, the back of your legs. Stress melting away, dripping onto the floor, evaporating, leaving you warm and calm, safe and relaxed. Each breath bringing in more warmth, more calm, more relaxed. Each breath out, melting away more stress, more worry, more fear, all melting away. As your body relaxes now, past your knees, into your calves, down into your shins, melting the stress away. Your body is not a place of war or tension. It's a place of calm and relaxation. It's a place of safety and security. The melting away is almost complete as you breathe in more calm and stress-free. Your feet and your toes and your ankles and your heels are now warm and calm and relaxed. Your body can feel warm and calm and relaxed from the head of your top to your ears and your shoulders, calm and relaxed through your arms. Your hands are warm and relaxed. Your stomach and low back are warm and relaxed. Your hips and your legs are warm and relaxed. Your feet are calm and warm and relaxed. And now just sit and observe how calm and relaxed you are. As you appreciate these feelings and you realize that you're in control of your own relaxation, remember this feeling. Remember this place that you're picturing in your mind. This is your place, your safe place. You can come back here anytime, no matter where you are in treatment, no matter what the effects are. Your body can remember to be calm and relaxed. This calm and relaxation will stay with you. It'll stay with you now, and it'll stay with you the whole time you're in treatment. You can remember this. Your body will remember this. We're now going to just walk our way back out and come back to being fully awake. But first, I want you just to take one look around. In your mind, see the place that you feel so calm and relaxed. It's going to be here whenever you need it. I'm now going to walk you back out of this calm place, like climbing the stairs, back to being fully awake. Each step up, you're going to feel more awake and alert, but your body and your mind are going to stay calm. Taking the first step up and feeling calm and relaxed, but a little bit more awake. And then when you're ready, take the next step up. Your body is feeling more calm and still relaxed, but you're a little more awake. Step number 3, you're calm and relaxed, but you're more awake. You're beginning to hear the sounds of the room around you. Just notice them. Just notice them. And then take your next step up to the 4th step, where you're calm and relaxed, but you're beginning to remember where you are. Staying calm and breathing in and breathing out allows your body to feel the calmness that you remember. And the final step, step 5, as you come out of that deep and calm place, you're now awake, but calm, grounded, and safe, but aware and awake and alert. This is your safe place. This is your time. You're getting well, and you're going to get stronger. Take a nice, deep breath out and in, and now we're done.